Emmerdale spoilers, Charity Dingle's shock discovery and plot twist after bail's sentenced. Emmerdale fans finally saw Charity Dingle given the justice she deserved following DI bail's sentencing. However, it seems her ordeal is not over, as memories of her childhood come flooding back and she makes a visit to an old family member. Emmerdale's Charity Dingle, played by Emma Atkins, has been struggling to come to terms with the outcome of the trial, which saw DI Mark Bales, Rocky Marshall, sentenced to 30 years. And although her abuser is now behind bars, she cannot help feel her family was partly responsible for her ordeal. In upcoming scenes, Charity's thoughts turn to her father and why nobody in the family stepped in when she was thrown out of her family home as a teenager, leading her to fall into the arms of her abuser. Viewers will see her lashing out and hitting the bottle, but to make matters worse, she will overhear Kane, Jeff Hoadley, remark she will never change and falls deeper into her mood. As a result, Charity takes Zach's, Steve Halliwell, Van Keys and heads out, but whilst rushing, she accidentally injures Monty and then ends up waking up in a field before being apprehended by the police. Given only a warning, she returns home and explains that she was heading off to see her father Obadiah, Paul Copley. And in a storyline twist, Zach reveals he knows where her dad is and sets out to visit him and confront him over their shared past. Will the meeting go well? Or will her coming face to face with Obadiah leave her Charity with more pain when she hears things she isn't prepared for? Following the events, girlfriend Vanessa Woodfield, Michelle Hardwick, is a continued pillar of support for Charity and goes with her to speak to Obadiah. And it's good news for Vanity fans, because the pair will finally declare their love for one another. Elsewhere in the Yorkshire Dales, viewers have been awaiting the day village villain Lachlan White, Thomas Atkinson, is delivered his comeuppance. However, it seems they will have to wait a little while longer because Rebecca White, Emily Head, is currently being held captive by a nurse. In final scenes aired in last night's episode, Robert Sigden, Ryan Hawley, who has been trying to find out Rebecca's whereabouts for days, finally found her location. But upon storming into the room, it had been trashed and the mother of his child was nowhere to be seen. Viewers then saw Robert panic and make a phone call saying, "Hello, DS Sanders, it's Robert Sigden here. I know where she's been. And she was alive. But now you need to get here, you need to see this." When the camera panned the room, eagle-eyed Emmerdale fans saw the syringe the nurse had been about to use on the bedside table. And it appeared to be empty. Does this mean the nurse has killed Rebecca off for good this time? Or will Robert and the police find Rebecca in another location still alive? While the amount of blood on the bedding was significant, it wasn't enough to suggest Rebecca had been killed in the room, so there is still a chance she will be alive and able to come home to her family. But with Lachlan behind bars and unable to help Robert any further, will he manage to reduce here?